we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run on first down. Parsons breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Hawk in to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 3rd down, Vick. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Jackson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Vick. Out to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. On 1st down, Patterson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Vick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jack Youngblood drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. We're scoreless after 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? To throw on 2nd and 6. Vick looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, some strong running. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now a give right side. It's Parsons, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Vick. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Vic. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Vic, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Packer, A.J. Hawk. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parsons, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Still 15 yards to go, second down. They'll try to throw it here. Vic. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Looking to throw. Vick steps away. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson, 59 yards. And the Vikings on one play have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Vick. That's caught by the tight end, Wycheck. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Parsons, and he gets it down to the 32.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vick. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Vick forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Lance Allworth there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. A gain of 6 there on first. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Looking to throw. Vick finding Ertz again. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Vick goes play action. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second and 10, Vick gets this to Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Vick operating on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Vick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And some space here. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Now Folk for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. And now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off at the 49. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.